Motherfuckers down! solution.
Endorsing the ideals of this movement.
Endorsing the ideals of this movement.
Endorsing the actions that we're going to take in support of the movement.
Endorsing the actions that we're going to take in support of the movement.
And rallying to welcome you in style.
To welcome you in style. This is honoring
a long tradition
of
protest and social justice movement
movements
at Seattle Central.
at Seattle Central.
We are going to work together
We're going to work together
to turn around
to turn around
the inequality gap that has gone beyond measure.
the inequality gap that has gone beyond measure.
And we're going to work together
And we're going to work together
to undo
to undo
the 15% cuts in Gregoire's budget.
the 15% cuts in Gregoire's budget.
So welcome. Be safe.
Be safe.
Have solidarity.
Have solidarity.
And that's it.
And that's it. Occupier.
I'm one of the 99%.
I'm one of the 99%.
I'm also a faculty member
I'm also a faculty member
here at Seattle Central.
here at Seattle Central.
A
A member
of AFD Local 1789.
of AFD Local 1789.
And first of all,
And first of all,
I want to express my gratitude
I want to express my gratitude
to Karen,
to Karen
everyone in the union
and everyone in the union
that has given us so much vocal support.
that has given us so much vocal support.
They have decided,
They have decided,
just like we did,
just like we did,
that we cannot remain silent.
that we cannot remain silent.
Now is the time
Now is the time
to fight back.
to fight back.
We are now staring
We are now staring
into an economic abyss
into an economic abyss
that we are being dragged into
that we are being dragged into
by the 1%,
by the 1%,
the big banks,
the big banks,
the big corporations,
the big corporations,
and the politicians of the big business parties.
and the politicians of the big business parties.
They are giving themselves
They are giving themselves
not billions,
not billions,
but trillions of dollars.
but trillions of dollars.
And they're telling us
And they're telling us
there's not enough money
there's not enough money
for jobs,
for jobs,
for education,
for education,
for healthcare,
for healthcare,
for a basic standard of living.
for a basic standard of living.
And we are here to tell them
And we are here to tell them
that we are going to fight
that we are going to fight
for an alternate future
for an alternate future
where the 99%
where the 99%
can control
can control
the wealth and the decisions
and the decisions
on what to do with that wealth
of what to do with that wealth
democratically together.
democratically together.
Like Karen mentioned, Governor Gregoire,
Governor Gregoire,
who's a Democrat,
who's a Democrat,
has just announced a new budget
has just announced a new budget,
which is not going to get better for us,
which is not going to get better for us,
but only worse.
but only worse.
They have announced
They have announced
a further 15% cut
a further 15% cut
in higher education.
in higher education.
And look at the state of higher education.
And look at the state of higher education.
We don't need cuts.
We don't need cuts.
We need extra funding.
We need extra funding.
We have to fight.
So we have to fight
Not only to end these cuts,
not only to end these cuts,
expand the funding.
but to expand funding.
And when Gregoire says
And when Gregoire says
there's no money,
there's no money,
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry,
It's out of my hands.
it's out of my hands.
That is a bald-faced lie.
That is a bold-faced lie.
money.
There is so much money
There is so much money
in this state
in this state
and in this country.
and in this country.
This country is the wealthiest country in the world.
This country is the wealthiest country in the world.
Washington State
And Washington State
is one of the wealthiest states in the nation.
is one of the wealthiest states in the nation.
Big corporations
Big corporations
and billionaires who live here.
and billionaires who live here.
Do they think we're stupid?
Do they think we're stupid
To
believe
that there's not enough money.
that there's not enough money?
But we're not.
Well, we're not.
And I hope, brothers and sisters,
Brothers and sisters,
that we will take this energy,
that we will take this energy,
this enthusiasm,
this
in this feeling of empowerment,
and this feeling of empowerment,
not only
not only
to succeed in this occupation,
to succeed in this occupation,
but to define ourselves
but to define ourselves
as a political movement.
as a political movement.
What are we going to do?
What are we going to do?
How are we going to achieve
How are we going to achieve
all these grand ideas that we have?
all these grand ideas that we have?
Now is the time
Now is the time
to put our ideas
to put our ideas
into action.
into action.
And I hope
And I hope
that we will use
that we will use
the upcoming opportunities
the upcoming opportunities
at the General Assembly
at the General Assemblies
and when we're talking to each other
and when we're talking to each other
to decide what we're going to do.
to decide what we're going to do.
Let's think of the next steps.
Let's think of the next steps.
Let's see how we can
Let's see how we can
create a sustainable economy
create a sustainable economy
run democratically
run democratically
by the 99%.
by the 99%.
Thanks again
For the school,
the students and the faculty
students and the faculty,
for welcoming us.
for welcoming us.
We all stand together.
We all stand together.
Are saying all sorts of nice and friendly things, including Barack Obama, saying he understands people are frustrated.